Hey beautiful teachers, welcome back to Vivid Practice. I'm Nicola Canton. Today's app spotlight is on NoteRush. That's Note or USH. NoteRush. I believe it's all one word when you're searching for it, but hopefully it shows up both ways. So this is a simple app that drills notes. There are quite a few note name and note drilling apps out there, and they all have their pros and cons. So I'll tell you a bit about what makes this one different and why it's one that I do keep on my iPad. First of all, when you open it up, you can choose different levels for your note drilling. So you can have starter, which is base F to treble C. You can have just the 3 landmark notes. You can have base C to treble C, the whole staff, just within the grand staff. You can have just ledger lines. You can have the grand challenge, which is including ledger lines all the way up the staff, and you can include accidentals as well, which I love. So I'm going to go for the accidental option in this moment. It shows you then the whole palette of what you're going to be drilled on, which is an amazing array of notes in this top level on the app. And then we selected that. So we can also change the theme, which is just for fun. It doesn't affect the notes at all, but as I'm looking at the app today, we have like a strawberry theme, which is like a forest thing. We have an unusual little animal. I don't know what that is. Probably something I'm not cool enough to understand. We have the ladybug theme. I think that one's always there. That's the one I'm most familiar with. I think the space one is also always there. Football, basketball. Sorry, when I say football, I mean soccer to Americans. And we have a beach one, and they sometimes add different themes and do fun stuff like that. And there's also some plain ones if you have adult students that don't want to see some goofy theme. I like the goofy, but not everyone does. So once we've selected our theme and what notes we're going to drill, we press the play button. And here's the thing that in some ways sets NoteRush apart. It may or may not be what you want if you're looking for a note drilling app. In NoteRush, you're answering by playing. So students are not pressing C on the screen or pressing E or even showing a picture of a keyboard. They're answering by playing. There's 2 ways you can set that up. It can either be listening. So if you have a perfectly in tune piano or a digital, obviously, you can answer just by playing and it will listen using the microphone. Or it can be connected by MIDI. So if you want to do it silently and use headphones, you'd need MIDI connected to do that. There's a lot of benefits to that. The main one is it's more useful, in many cases, to be able to instantly play the right note on the piano versus telling me it's C. I mean, what does it mean that it's C? Nothing. We could call it anything. We could call it hedgehog. It doesn't matter that it's C. Sometimes we need to be able to label it, and that's all fine. But in a way, NoteRush is the kind of drilling I would like students to do more of than the note name itself, because playing it is a more functional knowledge. So it's great for that. There are other apps that do the letters as well, and I think those are great too. Like, it depends what you're looking for, and I like to have a few options on my iPad ready to go and to recommend to students so that they can mix it up or they can do the one that's most relevant for what they need to work on, whether that's finding the note or naming it, giving it that label. So that's NoteRush. It's very simple, but it's pretty powerful in terms of those different options you have, the fun themes, and the fact that it's listening to the answers. If you hadn't come across it before, I hope you'll give it a go. Use it in your lessons, maybe recommend it to some students once you've given it a go as well.